Well, hello again, everybody. It's Doris at DF Designs. Yeah, I gotta get my chair higher, or I'll feel like an adult at the little kid table, or I'll feel like a little kid at the adult table. Anyway, wanted to show you yesterday's. Yeah, I had some runoff, so oh well, it is what it is. I'll just cut that off, and then I'll sand the back. See, I didn't get much on the other side, but anyway, trying to get I hate the glare, so let me tilt it this way a little bit. So anyway, this is the picture I did for my son yesterday. Let me put this over here. And then these were the 4 coasters I made. Now these coaster shapes, I get these at Home Depot. They're in the tile section. They come as a sheet of 12. But they're not cheap, okay? But they make the cutest little coasters because of the shape. Anyway, this is the coasters that I made, and you can see the difference now when you're doing the same colors on a black background like the picture was, and on a white background like these tiles are. Okay. Today's pour is going to be my take on a Dutch pour, but I'm going to use some different colors. I want to thank all my subscribers. I absolutely love the support I'm getting. You guys are the greatest in the world. Okay, I have another art challenge on Instagram, and this one involves green and pink and spring-like colors, so I'm going to do another Dutch pour, and I'm going to do 8 ounces and hope I have enough left for the for coasters. I don't know. I've got to finish off those coasters. I may do a time-lapse video with me doing the finishing off the coasters, because this is becoming the coasters are taking up my whole studio. Wait a minute, I can't see that. There we go. Sometimes you gotta bring it up to eye level. Okay, I put I use Stone Coat Countertops Art Coat, and I have learned from other people who are more experienced in resin than me to use, where'd my art coat go? Oh, there it is. I have learned from others to do, put the hardener in first because it's got a lower viscosity, it's thinner, and then to add the Part A resin on top. Stone Coat Countertops Art Coat is a 1-to-1 ratio, so I want 8 ounces, so I put 4 ounces of hardener in, and now I'm putting up, and don't use a scale, find something that's got the markings for ounces. I use these cups. If you go to the link I have in the description below the video, and you go to Artist Till Death's Amazon page, where is, oh, okay, I'm not even close to 8 ounces, duh. If you go to Artist Till Death's Amazon page, you'll see the TCP cups, excuse me. I also, off of their Amazon link, got my heat gun there. I've gotten other things off of there. Okay. And that is 8 ounces now. 4 ounces of hardener, 4 ounces of resin. I absolutely love all the stuff that they have recommended. So I'm not big enough to be an Amazon influencer, so I don't know if I ever want to try that or not. So I just like to send my subscribers over to their pages. I mean, you buy it from their page. They don't get much, but they get a little tiny kickback. So that's why I want to send people over there. I also get the majority of my pigments and pastes and my tints from them. All my just resin colors come from them, and I use them a lot. Anything that's color obsession or resin art, I get from them, because these come from companies that are over in Australia, overseas. That's all I know. Some of them are in Australia. Anyway, when you're mixing your resin, you want to make sure you scrape the side, scrape the bottom, and scrape your stick off a couple times, so you get all those little bits, little stringies of resin mixed in there. Usually 2 to 3 minutes, you'll see it getting clear. And don't worry about the bubbles. Anyway, Artist Till Death, at their regular website, which the link is below, they buy from these places overseas in bulk, and then they ship out of Dallas, Texas, and it saves us a lot on shipping. Okay, so, you know, just go check out both of their Amazon page, which is where I get a lot of my tools, like this cup that says TCP Global on it. They got a couple different size cups on there, but what I like about these cups is they're clear and you can see the level in there. Okay, enough talking, because it looks like I got a million little bubbles in there, but don't worry, my heat gun's gonna do it. Get rid of it. Okay, I'm using a white background. I can't tilt the can sideways yet, but it's the Rust-Oleum Protective Enamel oil-based. I use the gloss white. I'm using, believe it or not, this is the experiment. I'm using some nail polish to color it. I got this is color number 506. It's LA Colors. It costs $1 a bottle at, I think I got it at Dollar Tree. And this is 516 LA Colors, a pink and a green. And then I got two mica powders too. I got a honeysuckle pink and I got a sparkle green, and those are both from, those are mica powders from Just Pigments. If you need their link, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I started putting my cups in here because I've been spilling them by knocking them over, so I saw another channel do this. Thank you, A&D More Art, for showing us how you do that, because this saves my resin from being knocked over. I always pull an extra cup out for my best friend up in about an hour away from here, because that way she I call it her wine cup. Although it is about, what time is it right now? It is 6 minutes after 9, but heaven knows when she's going to watch it. Okay, I'm going to do the Dutch pour like I did the other day, but I'm going to do the 4 colors, so I don't need a whole lot of each color. I need more white than anything. I did realize one thing I was doing wrong, and with the hair dryer, and I couldn't find my attachment, so I'll show you in a minute what I did. You need to have concentrated air on it. So what I did was I just put some tape across the round opening to make a slit. Now, because I'm going to have it on the cool, I don't want to, it's not going to hurt the tape that much, but you can always take the tape off when you're done. Okay, I got a little bit left in there, but that's okay. That can stay in there. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I already shook it and I already opened it, because I don't want to have to fight my cans on camera. This is the Rust-Oleum Gloss White. This is what helps me get the cells. The other thing I used to use, and I will go back to it once I figure it out, was Stone Coat Countertops white base tint and black base tint. Well, they got other colors too, but it comes in such a big container. That looks like enough. It comes in such a big container that, and I don't use it up that fast. Hammer, there we go. Okay, plug your ears, I got a hammer. Ooh, something just shifted. Ha! Okay, I will show you the label real quick. this is the Rust-Oleum that I am using. Okay, now let me mix this little guy up just to get him mixed. See, it's pretty opaque with just that little bit of paint in there. Let's see. Okay, I don't know. Okay, let me shake this up again. It's nail polish, so of course you got to shake it up. You don't want to, you know. Now I am going to try to pour out of the bottle, and I have no idea how fast or slow it's going to come out. And you can always add more color, but you can't take color out, so you don't want to put too much in it first. Put some in and then mix it. Woo! It's got that nail polish smell. And you know what? That's more of a tint, but that's okay because it's going to have white below it. And I didn't do my alcohol rag yet. I always keep a rag of some sort off to the side, and I put some 91% alcohol on it. It comes in handy for clean. Where's my opening? I hate this when I can't find my opening. There we go. It comes in handy for cleaning the resin off your gloves and any other surface that real quickly if the resin isn't hard, because I got a couple drips right there. That's okay. I haven't even cleaned this yet. This is a 9x12 tile. I think they cost like about $1.50, $1.60 at the home improvement store. So, and I like pouring on them, and I do promise you I will do a video soon showing you how I finish off the back and get them ready for hanging, because they're so heavy. You got to make sure it's a really good thing on the back, and because they're heavy, I don't like putting them in the little stands. Okay, now this is the green. I will add a little bit more of that than I did of the pink. Okay. Now, like I said, those are just $1 a bottle from the the actual store I go to is Dollar Tree. Okay, I don't know what dollar stores you might have in your area, or even if you're out of the United States, if you would have a dollar store of some sort. But I'm sure there's other brands. Okay, that is very, very transparent. So let me put a little bit more green in it, just to get it a little darker. I don't want it that transparent. I want the color to show up. Anyway, if you're overseas, I'm sure you got other dollar stores there, or stores that has stuff cheap. God, it still looks kind of transparent, but it is what it is. You know, what can you do? Okay, this is the pigment powder called Honeysuckle Pink from Just Pigments. I'll try to remember to put their link below. Yeah, that looks like enough. I don't want to put more in there. I mean, like I said, you can't take color out, but you can add more color to it. Now, when you put a mica powder in on top, or glitter, or anything that's a dry powder on top of your resin, mix it slow at first to get the powder incorporated, so you don't have little poofs of it coming out, because you don't want to breathe the stuff, and you don't. I call them unicorn farts because they're little colorful poofs of air, so I call them unicorn farts. Okay, and oh, that is pretty. I hope these colors all go together. I have no idea. Okay, and this is the green, and the green is the Sparkle Green by Just Pigments. They're mica powders, and I think they're meant for makeup and whatnot, like that, you know, bath stuff. So, but they work good in resin, so why not, right? So here's my green. And I think I'm going to put these two darker colors down below. You want to make sure, now that I got all the powder incorporated, you want to just make sure that you get it all mixed, which means kind of getting the clear resin up from the bottom so the color gets in there. And let me mix this guy a little bit more, just to be on the safe side. Another thing you can do, because you got a concentrate of the powder on your stick, is scrape your stick off on the edge. I do that when I stick my stick into the jar of any liquid pigments like paste or the paint. If you just scrape it off, you get the concentration off of there. Okay, let me leave you there. Okay, we are ready to start. Let me move Joe's cup over here because I don't want to get anything in it. Okay, so first, okay, I've cleaned it off with alcohol. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a coat for the background of this. I'm not sure, because I've only seen it done in acrylics. I'm not sure exactly how much I should be putting down with the resin, but you do need resin down, a thin layer of a color or the clear. You need that on your surface, because the other colors that you want to move won't move if there's nothing for it to slide across, and that's what the base is for. So, and I use the oil-based paint because I'm hoping for some cells. I want to say a congratulations once again to my two winners, which was their usernames are Japanese Happy. I don't know if she wants me to use her real name, which I do know her real name. And the other one was a lady, Diane H. They both have already picked their paintings. Japanese Happy, since she was the first one, she picked the big 12 by 24 3D beach wave, which is fine. Where did that color come from? I don't want that colored right there. Okay, now I'm going to get rid of the air bubbles and make it a little bit more liquid. And you want to make sure you don't have any dry spots. So you want to make sure that you cover up any little places where it looks like the resin isn't, because you don't want dry spots. Okay, clean off my finger again. That rag comes in handy. Okay, when you turn on your heat gun, you want to blow it away from you, away from your piece for about 5 seconds. You don't want to blow on your piece. Dust collects up in there overnight. This is the first time I've turned it on today. So I'm just blowing the dust boogers out, okay? I like calling them dust boogers because they're boogers to get out when it dries in the piece. Okay, now I'm just going over it, popping the air bubbles, and getting it a little liquid. Okay, now I am going to put my colors down. Now, in a Dutch pour, you don't want to put too much in the corner. You put little piles here in the corner, and what they do is they blow the acrylic paint this way over it, and then they blow it back out, but that doesn't work with resin. What I did for the other one was I did little teeny tiny puddles over here. See, that's kind of a transparent pink, but so I'm figuring out nail polish, when you add it, is not exactly very opaque, but that's okay because I got two mica powders that are a little bit more opaque. Now I'm doing a pink green of those two. Now I'm doing a little bit of the darker pink right here. And then I'm going to do a little bit of the darker green over where that pink sat. Okay. Now, what I did on... I'm going to leave that dot there. Nothing I can do about that. I am going to get some of the white over it, but I don't want to do a whole lot of white. So I am just drizzling the white resin over it, so that way when I blow the colors, I have the white on top of it. And I'm using my stick only because I want to control how much white I get over it. I don't want to get too much, and if I pour, I'm afraid I'm going to get too much. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I got white over it. Now, this is what I did to my hair dryer. I just put some tape on there. Okay, I got it on the coolest setting possible, but I got it on the high. Oh! This is what I forgot to do. I forgot to put some heat on that new resin I just put down. Just to get rid of the air bubbles and to get it a little bit liquid. Okay, now this is what they do with the acrylic paint in the Dutch pour. So resin is thicker than acrylic paint, so it is turning out pretty. Now it's starting to look a little bit like mud right there, so I'm trying to blow that mud out. Okay, that's how I do Dutch pour with my, I gotta blow that out too. I want to add a tiny bit of green right here because I want it to look like the stem of a flower, or the, I don't know what you call that, the leaves that come up around a flower. Okay, now, and I want to get some more of this pink over here, so let me put this down. I'm not going to put any white over it, and I want to get some more of this green over here, and I'm going to make sure this time I blow that little dot right there off. Okay, let me give it a shot of heat to get it a little bit liquid. Once you've turned on your heat gun for the day, you don't really need to worry about it anymore, about the dust boogers, because you've blown those little dust boogers out. Okay, now I got rid of that little dot right there. Oh, careful not to drag your hair dryer through the resin like I just did, but that just got on the tape. I do see, hang on a second, let me turn this off. I do see two little bits from the nail polish that's kind of solid. So I want to get my tweezers and get rid of those little guys because I don't like them there. Okay, it's not going to come up. So I'm just going to try to mix it in a little bit. I don't know what it is. Okay. I want to spread out this dot a little bit. Okay, what I'm going to be doing once it's dry is I'm thinking of, I saw another artist do this, and I've seen my mentor, Jeff, over at Artist Till Death, I've seen him doodle on dry pours. So I'm thinking in a day or two, I'm going to do a doodling on it, just to give it a flower shape. I have until Sunday to enter it. Now, when you're using anything, a tile, a canvas, a board, you want to go around and you want to wipe underneath. It's good to wipe around the side too, just to make sure that you don't get any of the resin coming off from the side. Okay, I don't want to put any gold or anything like that. I want to keep it looking like a spring flower, which I think it does. Okay, so I'm going to do the same technique on a few coasters, so I'm not going to make you all sit around and watch that. I will show you the done coasters either tomorrow in the live, or you know, whenever I, or in my recorded one for Wednesday. I always like to show what's done. I'll probably show them tomorrow night at the beginning of my live. Anyway, let me, since I got up, see, I got a little bit of a dry spot here. But what you do is you pick up a little bit of the resin. I don't have much resin down. You pick up a little bit of the resin off the table with your finger. And okay, let me hold it up so y'all can get a real good close-up. I'm sorry about the glare. I'm watching how I hold it up. Okay, here is a close-up. I know it doesn't look that dark on camera with it being wet still. But anyway, I got to put this over here on my tray. That's going to go in my dust-free zone. Anyway, well, I thank y'all for watching. I love all the support from all my viewers. I love the comments. I love the questions. I love the resin right out of you guys, okay? Which is what my sign says, love resin right out of you. Anyway, so I thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Don't forget when you subscribe to hit the little gray notifications bell to turn on the notifications so you'll be notified of each upcoming video. I've been managing to get a video done a day, so I think I'm going to keep doing that. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment sections below. Thank you all for watching. Love the resin right out of you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next video, which will be my live on Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. So, bye for now.